My name is Cleena Donaher, and I'm a musician and singer from here in Sligo. Thank you to Maeve and the crew in the Hawkswell for asking me to curate the Trad at Lunch series this year. This series features a wide variety of amazing local talent, and thank you to the Hawkswell for always supporting traditional musicians and performers. We're looking forward to today's performance from the widely acclaimed Draíocht, which comprises Sligo native and well-known flute player June McCormack and renowned composer and harpist Michael Rooney. Without further ado, I'll hand you over to Draíocht. Enjoy the performance.
Thank you. Gur míle maigad Cleena. Míle buíochas gach duine. Hello, we're delighted to be here, and we see a lot of friendly faces that we recognise, and some people who are visiting as well, so you're all very, very welcome. We are both just coming from our jobs right now. We were rushing to try and get parked. I went into the Cathedral car park and it was full, and it was like around the town trying to get parked. So we're delighted to get away for a break to play some music for you, and it's always a lovely event here. So we're going to start off with a couple of jigs for you. We'll play some of Michael's music, a combination of trad music and compositions of Michael. Michael will tell you a lot about his own music. He's composed loads of music, as some of you know. So we'll start off with a set of jigs. The first one's called the Orphan Jig, and we'll finish off with the Legacy.
Okay. Testing. Thank you very much. It's great to be back here. It feels like can't believe it's a year since we were here last year, June. Maybe two, I don't know. Let's pretend it was a year. Anyway, you're all very, very welcome. I'm sorry I have my back to you, but my wife demands that I look at her at all times. So thus I'm sitting to my...
This is being recorded now, Michael.
Oh, we're being recorded. Okay, so I'll have to tell the truth then. Okay, there's something I have to tell you. No, I'm only messing. So look, it's great to be here. Lots of friends here. It's great to see you down there, Shane and Nicola. I'm so delighted to see you there. So we're going to continue now with a piece called The Horse and Cart. Every so often I get asked to compose random pieces, and I always say yes. And I write the piece, and I tend to just throw the name on afterwards. But in this case, I had to actually write a piece about a horse and a cart. And so I wasn't really sure where to start with the horse. So my only inspiration was literally the rhythm. Can we hear a horse on that? Yeah, that's great. And so out of that came the piece, and then we'll continue with a couple of reels that come from East Galway. So thank you very much. Thank you.
And this piece has a Monaghan connection, Michael, doesn't it, as well? Michael would have written this first piece as part of the Deep Ravine, which was performed at the concert hall maybe about a year ago, and it celebrated or remembered the civil war along the border, Cavan-Monaghan border.
Let's play a bar of the rhythm first so we get used to the rhythm. So.
just going to take a second to tune a little bit for a second. The warmth of the air affects the tuning of the harp, of course, so it's just take a minute to get in tune. Okay, well, when Michael's ready in a moment, we're going to continue with the piece that Michael composed during the COVID lockdown called Ainru, which means isolation. I'll get him to tell you a little bit about that. It's one of our favourite pieces to play, I suppose. I'll get Michael is composer. There's no point in me talking about his composition. So when he's ready in a minute, and then we'll continue with the reel after that. We'll just check our tuning now before we go.
I'm the composer, but June's the boss. Do you know what I mean? So, composer of nothing. Just, so during COVID, it was a very tough time for everybody. It started off lovely, as you can remember. We all got the couple of days off school, and we're all making the old banana bread and getting to know each other again, and going walking, and that went on for a while, I suppose. And the second year, sort of novelty wore off, to be honest with you. So I used to ring home every day to my parents. I never rang home as much because we had the time. And my parents live in Monaghan, and they're still alive and hearty and well. And so I'd ring home every day and say, any news? And they'd say, no news. And I'd say, no news is good news. And they'd say, yeah. And then that was it. And you had no news, and then you rang home again the following day. But in the middle of it, my mum got cancer. So she had to go up and down to Dublin, which was tricky, very, very tricky to do because of all the isolation. And herself, she had to, my dad was allowed to drive her up. And then there was the 5 kilometre, you couldn't drive out of your area. And so they live in Monaghan, and you have to go through, you have to go through so many, I don't know if anybody's ever driven from here to Monaghan. It's absolutely brutal at the best of times. But you have to go through Black Lion, you have to go through all the border areas. And anyway, so I didn't see them for 6 or 7 months for that reason. So look at it, and I was on to the phone to them every day. And that was getting more and more annoying, because you really had no news. And so anyway, I wrote a piece to try and capture those feelings, and I called it Ainru, and Ainru translates as isolation. So I suppose I wrote it for my parents, just to try and get across the feelings of helplessness and just, I couldn't even really call it loneliness, because I was chatting to them more than I was ever chatting to, but there was no real meaning to it, if you know what I mean. So I called this Ainru, and I put a little bar of down by the Sligo Gardens in it, because I live very close to the lake. I live in Shree, and I sort of wanted to put myself in the context of where I was and how far away I felt from them. So it's called Ainru, and we'll go into a piece called Sally Galley afterwards. I'm just going to check my tuning very quick.
Michael's going to get the concertina now. He plays the concertina as well. So he doesn't play it as much as the harp, and it's a different sound to the harp for sure. And so what are we trying the concertina harp with?
I used to play concertina full time. That was my main instrument. Just to tell you very quickly, because it's very important, obviously, you know. So I started off as a 3-year-old. My dad gave me a whistle, and I was singing into it for a couple of weeks before you realise you blow into it. But sure, look at you learn these things, and then I moved on to different instruments. And then the harp. This was my big instrument. But when I turned to the age of 10, my dad asked me would I learn the harp, and I said, "Well, of course, learn the harp if you pay me." So we negotiated, and the reason he wanted me to learn the harp is my sister, who was 6 years younger than me, had red hair, and he always wanted his daughter to play the harp, not his son, just his daughter. So he taught me. Sorry, he. No, never, no more. Good man. Good man. Big round of applause. And anyway, so my dad paid me 10p to learn the harp, and I used to have to eat the old penny sweets before I got home. So that's nothing got to do with the concertina, so we're going to play a tune on the concertina now.
Yeah. So we'll start with the Wild Rover there. We'll play the Wild Rover to start, and then we'll go into a set of tunes after that. So you're welcome to sing along. Okay, we'll stick with the concertina and the flute, and we'll play a few reels this time. I've grown up in County Sligo here all of my life, and I've been lucky enough that Michael has moved to Sligo. It was an easy choice, really, I think, to come to the mountains and the sea.
That's the first time June has said that she's lucky that I moved to Sligo. That's great to know 20 years later. We're so happy.
So it's been an easy choice to come to Sligo, I suppose. It's such a beautiful place, as we all know. Everyone who's visiting here and who lives in Sligo, we're all just so lucky to live in the beauty of the sea and the mountains and the lakes. And we certainly enjoy walking and... isn't that right? An awful lot. We live very close to Slishwood, and we go out a lot on the pathway in Slishwood there, and we go to Strand Hill an awful lot, and Dooney Rock, and the beautiful... we're going to play a tune that, of course, Sligo is renowned for the amount of music that has come through the centuries in Sligo and the tradition of the fiddle and flute playing of Sligo. And I suppose any of us that have been lucky enough to grow up in Sligo and have heard and been influenenced by the musicians of our ancestors here in Sligo. So we're going to play the first set of tunes from the first reel is composed by a man from near Drumkeeran, and he was called Joe Liddy. I never met him. He would have passed on before my time, but he has left a great legacy of tunes behind. It's called Palmer's Gate, and I believe Palmer's Gate is the gate into an estate. We were playing it somewhere, and I think we were playing it in Parks Castle last summer, and somebody said they drive by Palmer's Gate every day near to Drumkeeran. So, yeah, so it's a great legacy in the music as well as the land and the landscape. Yeah, so here we go, Palmer's Gate, and then another East Galway reel after that, I think, isn't it? I'll just say hello to our son Donal, who's here, who's also a concertina player. Thanks, Donal, for coming in. Can we give Donal a round of applause? He's our youngest son. He's not going to come and play with us this evening, but he's a lovely concertina player, and he doesn't know Palmer's Gate yet, I think, Donal, do you? No, not yet, not yet.
Thanks very much. And thanks very much to Cliona Donaher for curating this whole series. Big massive round of applause for Cliona. Cliona is one of those young ladies who takes everything in her stride. She is the current under 15 All-Ireland champion harp player. I'm not sure if she has said that to you all, so you might just stand up and take a bow with that, Cliona. Back at ya. So, very, very committed to her craft, very committed to what she does. Also, more than Roisin, whatever they do, be it speech and drama, be it music, be it sean-nós, whatever they're into, they do to the highest standard. So well done to you, and and thank you for the invitation to play here. So, Cliona needed to ask me a couple of times to get my act together, to get my bios in, but she was tenacious in a nice way. So, yes. So we're going to play a piece now that I wrote for a production that involved Nicola down here, Nicola McKevley, and it was a very enjoyable experience. It was called Constance, and it told the story of Countess Markovic. And Nicola was absolutely incredible, and it is incredible. And Nicola, I don't know if you know this, but we met your dad very recently in Costa, and we were having all this chat, and he was looking at us. He had no idea who we were, but he was happy to get to know us. He knows now. So we kept saying, we know Nicola, and he said, oh, yeah, and so do I. And I was like, and do you know she's in London? I'd like, yes, we do. But you're here today, so it's great. How are you keeping? That's great. That's great. So this one's for you. It's called In Search of Meaning. It's trying to portray a picture of Countess Markovic over in London, having to participate in the whole debutante. Think Bridgerton, I suppose, and think her not wanting to participate in it, really. I think it was the last thing in her mind, was to be there in that scenario. She wanted to be out. She wanted a different life. So the piece of music is in a sort of a minuet or sort of an aristocratic sort of feel to it. So it's called In Search of Meaning, and then we'll go into a reel afterwards. So thank you very much. You're doing great, by the way.
And thanks so much. The sound is beautiful here today.
Thank you, and thanks for the water. Who gave me the water? What's your name again? Niall. Big round of applause for Niall. Thank you very much.
Niall plays the baron. We met you here before, Niall. Niall plays the baron. Well done, Niall.
And the next time we see you, it'll be something stronger than water. Is that okay, Niall? It'll be.
we are coming to the end of the programme. Would that be right? Does it finish at 1 p.m., is that correct?
Well, even 2, June.
Oh, sorry, 2 p.m. Sorry. Yes, indeed. Well, listen, thank you very much. We've really enjoyed playing for you today. There's a lovely atmosphere here, and thanks for being such a wonderful audience. It's been a pleasure, and the sound has been absolutely beautiful. Thanks, everybody, and hope you have a great rest of your day and great rest of your week. So we'll probably finish off shortly.
We will. I just need to tell you a bit about this instrument. I have 3 sons, and I do love them. But the middle lad, his name is Killian, and Killian wouldn't be the fondest of practicing. And, you send him into the room to do his practice, and, he'll come out 40 minutes later, and it'll be worse than when he went in, I suppose. So you're not hearing any progress. So we asked him to play his tunes for us on my harp, my other harp, and he proceeded to, he played them badly, and he let my harp balance like this, my other harp, and there are 4 legs on this, but Killian, in his wisdom, balanced it on 2, and my harp hopped over, fell over, turned left, turned right, and damaged itself. So I suppose I'd like to thank Music Network, who have given me an opportunity to get another instrument, and this is my prized possession, which Killian doesn't get to play. So there you go. So that's I'd like to acknowledge the Music Network. Okay. Oh, he'll be. I don't think he will be watching it. Funny enough, he's in the gym. But anyway. So anyway, look. Thank you so much to Hawkswell. Thank you so much to yourselves for coming out. Again, thank you to Cliona for all your work on this. Thanks to Maeve. Thanks to the sound, and thanks to absolutely everybody. It's been a privilege to play for you. And we're going to finish off with a few reels, Sligo reels, because they're obviously the best. Up Sligo, up Monaghan. But anyway, there you go.